Hello everyone, TimeToGrind here, and today we're answering the question, what happens if you only use all of the class relics at once in Peglin? And the answer is honestly more interesting than we originally thought, so I think you guys will definitely enjoy this run. One of the more fun custom runs and challenges we've done recently, and so let's just jump into it. Okay, so we are back with Peglin, and we got a fun little challenge here, recommended by Kaiden11, which is one custom challenge I was thinking of was all 4 starter relics, don't get any more relics in the game, all for 1 light. And we did something kind of similar a year ago, but we allowed ourselves previously to take other relics. This episode, we are not going to take any other relics besides these starting relics. We're also going to start with the starter orb for all of the classes. You know, we could allow ourselves to find other classes. We're going to do this challenge in Crucible 0, just to have fun with it. And we're not allowed to take any other relics though. And so obviously battle rewards and chests contain additional options from the default Peglin. Baladroit, at the start of battle, we're gaining bulwark equal to the number of orbs or the largest base damage of an orb. Round Reliquance, the one that does debuffs on enemies. And then Spin Vent, Originality, unique orbs in our deck get 1, 2. So I'm just very interested. It was over a year ago that we did, there was a video called What Happens If You Combine all of the Peglin classes in one. In that one, we were on like Crucible 10 or something like that. And we allowed ourselves to take other relics. So this one's going to be a bit different. We also didn't start with all of the unique orbs and stuff like that. So, I'm interested to see, how easy this is going to be because we're on Crucible 0, or how hard, I don't know. But I think it's going to make for a fun build, for sure. Also, Modify, thanks for the raid. Hope you guys, doing good. We're combining all of the Peglin classes into one, so we're having a perfect start for those of you guys tuning in. For those of you guys who don't know, TimeToGrind, play a lot of indie games, roguelikes, all that good stuff. But I hope your stream went well. What were you guys up to? I'm gonna definitely just upgrade Sphere first. Are we gonna avoid elites? Yeah, probably. I mean, because I don't think, is there extra gold? I think sometimes you can get technically extra gold. Also, I'm not allowed to take any relics. No relics for us here. We're only allowed to have the Peglin, the Peglin class relics here. But very interested to see how this goes. Last episode, and what we just recorded, we did a incredible greed build on Roundroll. Was very, very fun. Now, using some of those greed orbs might be a decent way to win Peglin with this challenge. We definitely don't want any duplicates though, because of Spin Vent Originality. Spin Venter's little relic or whatever. So I'm curious. Have you ever done a run where every single item you pick up and relics you chose is decided by a dice roll? I don't believe we've done that, no. That would be interesting, though. Ooh, also... Ooh! Wait a minute. Okay, because normally Matryoshka only can drop on default Peglin, right? Matryoshka can only be found on default Peglin, I think. And Spin Vent Originality buffs its stats, making it actually OP. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun interactions. There is going to be some fun interactions kind of mixing around these different... Oh, I didn't want to go to the shop. Yeah, last episode was the video about greed. This one's not. This one's not. At least not right now here, anyways. But, you know, okay, buffed Matryoshka in itself could just single-handedly, like, win here for us. So we've got 5 orbs. I think it helps that we don't have any, like, Terraballs or Horriballs or anything like that. But here we go. Matryoshka. I feel like we haven't used Matryoshka in a while. There is some fun multi-ball stuff on default Peglin for sure. For sure. And then Sphere. It's also just crazy after, you know, we haven't been doing Crucible 20 in a while, but we've been on Crucible 15, 16, whatever it is. Going to Crucible 0 always feels like such a breeze. Unless we're, you know, putting on certain challenges and restrictions. So early game, we're going to feel very strong. Also, oh my gosh. Gains gold for all of the money held. Also, transferency could actually be decent too. I'm going to go for that actually. Normally I wouldn't. Okay, you know what? Orbsium with Spin Vent Originality. I'll take that. I'll take that. And there's also no reason to go for chests either. Also, yeah, I just hit the right side of my foot. Whatever the thing that's like sticking out of it on the sides. I don't know what those are called. Yesterday, as of recording this, what's it called? I was in a whole other city. I was helping run this whole live production thing, and loading in and loading out. Like we're all like carrying this extremely heavy equipment and super manual labor, and I just smashed the right side of my foot really badly with some just giant heavy box. I don't even remember. I think it was like some metal stand or something, and it hurts. It hurts. But it's okay. I'll live. Believe it or not, y'all, I'll live. We'll go ahead and upgrade Orbsium. I think that's going to help us for this boss fight. Also, maybe I should have taken an upgrading thing, because that would help us scale beyond relics or something. Oh, dear. We'll target backline. But so far, I think we're already doing pretty good. Combining all of the relics is very fun. Having Matryoshka at level 3, dude. This is crazy. We might just win first try, like extremely easy. There is a solid potential for that to happen. There we go. Don't jinx it. Nah. I've never jinxed anything in my life. You know what? To prove I've never jinxed anything in my life, we are going to go ahead and confirm a time to grind guarantee seal of approval in this run. We will win it. Guaranteed. TTG guaranteed. Well, also, while we're here, thank you, HatchetDaddy, Baltazár, Kaiden, and all our VIP supporters. We're winning this. Don't worry. I've never been more confident in my life. We're going to upgrade Orbsium. And you know what? We're going to upgrade Swoltorb, or buy Swoltorb as well. I think upgrading things could be very good in a somewhat no relic build, right? Yeah. This also is kind of giving me flashbacks for those of you guys that haven't seen it. I believe it was the last video that was... It was one of the like 7 or 10 hour videos we did. Where I was determined that we would play until I beat that one achievement of the rarest achievement in the game, which is I think the one where it's picking up no relics. And that's kind of what we're doing, but also not really. So yeah, if you lose, it's a lot of jinx. You would never lose. Yeah, I would never lose. I've never lost this game once in my life. We're going to upgrade Swoltorb. Honestly, I'll upgrade Swoltorb twice. Really no reason to fight that elite whatsoever. But this is a game about greed. So, you know. Let's greed it up. Let's greed it up. Now, this is a, you know, decent fight for us here, because we have the round drill passive of applying status effects. So whatever status effects we apply there, the slime will give to all of its babies. Also, Matryoshka is going to go pretty hard on this map. Maybe waste all of the bombs? Also, we're never taking... Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Poltergeist would hit everyone. And maybe we do need some other source of AoE. So I feel like we're already bloating our deck just a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. Can't take a relic. Those were some juicy looking relics for sure. Those are really good looking relics. Also, I have the Balladin stuff. So, you know, this is a game about greed. The elites, I'm pretty sure, all have extra gold. You don't lose games. It's a strategic retreat. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? Fuck no. No, I had them as a kid. I don't think I ever learned. I don't think I had the patience for that. Okay, this is a great... Upgrading the entire right side of the board was... I'm glad we took Swoltorb. I think Swoltorb was great there. We'll get some Belusion. So we have not only Bulwark giving us some shield, we're also getting some Belusion to help us maybe dodge. And... Okay. Got a little bit of the upgraded thing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, dude. The upgraded pegs with Orbsium is so good. We have Poltergeist, so I don't think I need Boldorb. We're just going to upgrade Poltergeist and upgrade Sphere. That should be fine enough. Now, we're not allowed Relics, but in this new era of Peglin, skipping Relics gives you gold. I just realized. Peglin, the all-for-one achievement is so much easier in this new era of Peglin. Because you can actually, you get paid for skipping Relics. When I got that achievement... No, I shouldn't have. That ball didn't. Whatever, stuff helped us. When I got that achievement, I didn't have the 50 gold per skip. And so as we talked about last episode, if I suffered through something, that means everybody else should have to suffer through it, right, guys? That's what it means. I just realized there can be a roguelike on a Rubik's Cube and special cubes like Ghost Cube, Mirror Cube. You know, I think someone has made a Rubik's Cube roguelike. I remember seeing it in my email. I never played it because I have the IQ of a fucking tuna fish. But I'm pretty sure Rubik's Cube roguelike exists. It was like a tactics. It was like a tactics based roguelike, if I'm remembering correctly. And all the spaces were on like a Rubik's Cube. Okay, targeted correctly on that back line there. The real advantage about getting the achievement when you did is they didn't have an Act 4 yet. True, but I don't think an Act 4 is going to be required for a win. I believe when Act 4 comes out, it's going to be very similar to Slay the Spire. I mean, this whole game is pretty heavily inspired by Slay the Spire. But I think it's going to be optional. I don't think it's going to force you to do that. Maybe they rework some of the Crucibles and say, like, you know, Crucible 21, you have to win with Act 4. It would be cool if they added, like, one more Crucible. Probably, or like a Prestige Crucible. Like, I'm just thinking how cool it is in Slay the Spire with, like, the key pieces. Getting the 3 pieces to get the Act 4. I don't know if there's going to be things you have to do to go into Act 4, or if it's just always going to be offered to you. I don't really know how it's going to work, but Best Foot Forward could work, but I don't really want it, so I'm not going to take it. Simple as that. Nope, don't want 3 pebbles. Also, I was going here because I wanted the chest and the elite, but I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to take those, so... Also, very happy we took Poltergeist. Very happy we took Poltergeist. We are blasting through this. I'm telling you guys, I think we're going to get this first try. This is going to be like the shortest... I'll take... I hate bomb, but I'll take it. That way we have some form of healing. It's going to be the shortest Peglin video I've ever released. Guaranteed. That's not part of the TTG guarantee, by the way. a little asterisk next to that statement. Okay, start off with the bomb here. It's level 3. And it's like, it's cool to have healing, but I think I just hate bomb because of how unreliable it is, you know? Solving a ghost cube, my hand hurts because the middle of the cube is on the corners. Nothing rotates unless everything is diagonal. think you should just take a hammer to it. You know, sometimes you gotta break things to fix them. Ooh. Sometimes the orbs slide so cleanly down those things, and other times they do not. Also, yeah, Matt Shorbushka is really, anything with multi-ball is really good about getting money, but also pretty nice about getting the healing there too, I suppose. So 98, I think we healed like 9 or 10 there. Okay. And technically, you know, it wouldn't be a bad thing to just pollute our deck a ton with more and more orbs because of ballage rate, right? Gaining ball work equal to the number of orbs. Also, here, okay, we're fighting wall, which we're Crucible 0 wall, and we do have upgrading. That's why I think the Swoltorb was a good choice. Because upgrading plus multi-ball, as we know, is very strong, especially, dude, freaking Matt Shorbushka plus the Spin Vent originality. Also, that was dumb. I should have hit the top guy there. Am I gonna do 50 at least? Ah! Rip. Oh, there we go. We poisoned. That was all calculated. Let's try to get some healing. And obviously, if we can get some upgraded healing things, then it'll heal us a bit more. Which we don't really need right now and doesn't help us against the wall fight. We just need raw damage for the wall fight. Ball Lightning in this build could actually be good because we're doing upgrades and we technically are the Spinventer, or we at least have the Spinventer thing. So I talk a lot about how like the lightning and stuff like that I really like when we're Spinventer. So I mean, we're effectively Spinventer right now, so okay, upgrading pretty much the whole left side of the board right now. Or very left side of the board. Oh, man, yeah, okay, this map changes. Did forget about that. I think this is the only encounter that actually has a board that has different versions of itself. You know, there's boards that move now, but... Oh, I didn't even get a crit with all of that. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's over, dude. I'm going to do so much damage with the multi-ball upgrade stuff there. 560. Whoo! Ooh, Summoning Circle. Summoning Circle is pretty good. Can't take any relics. If I take a relic, I insta-lose. I disqualify myself from the run. Man. Lightning is helpful with some of the hard-to-hit refresh crits. But I don't usually bother because of the low numbers. Yeah, that's why I like it on Spinventer. A lot. I'm just going to go for gold. I don't really care where I go. And I'm technically clicking these just to somehow maybe... if there's a chance we can get a mimic fight, which would just give us more gold. We could hit a crit, right? Dagorb is my least favorite starting orb, but, you know, sometimes it can do a lot of damage. Like today, 423. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Man, so we're getting 11 ball work because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have? 5, 10, 11. So we don't have any single big orb. Dude, yeah. It's so good at getting lightning. And honestly, not going to go for bomb healing right now. I kind of just want a murder kill. And 20% of this is going to go through. Ooh, are we going to actually get it? Oh, almost did. Almost did. And that was an incorrect aim there. Or I was trying to hit the refresh, but that's okay. Cauldron Bubble is pretty cool, but definitely better to just upgrade Summoning Circle. And we're going to get a 1 gold. Let's see. Let's see what this event is. I think we'll be fine for the wall. I do think we'll be okay with the wall. I think we might as well just use this, because it'll go through this shield at least. Dagorb wouldn't have been more helpful, but I will skip Dagorb, because it's a doo-doo orb sometimes. And I guess upgrading the right side of the map there. And then... Sure! We're going to use Evasive Maneuver. This doesn't give us Ballusion when we use it via Summoning Circle, does it? Why does that? I'm actually curious. Because when you use Summoning Circle and Restorb, it doesn't give you max HP, but that just gave me Ballusion. And I guess this says after attacking? I don't know what Restorb actually says. I thought it just said after attacking. But maybe it says after fired, which is maybe the difference. Because I know for a fact, we have tested it, that if you Summoning Circle into a Restorb, you don't gain max HP. But apparently you do gain the Ballusion, which is interesting. We will go ahead and take this Refresh Circle, because when I max it, we can just discard it, and it will count as, you know, one more orb for our Baladroit. But here we go, wall fight. I would love to start with Matryoshka, but unfortunately that won't hit the wall. So we're going to go Poltergeist here instead. Get everybody here. There is a good chance our upgrade orb is at the bottom, which I'm not a fan of. So we'll have to see. Okay, Orbsium, we at least get to target who we want. Nice, we got the crit. Okay, okay. You still got 7,000 health, which is honestly a lot. Okay, we'll go Lightning. Was hoping for the refresh there, but we did not get that. Sure, I'm totally gonna hit a crit. Dagorb is the best orb in the game. I've never been disappointed by Dagorb in my life. Nope, sorry. That's what I would have said if it was opposite day. But it's not. Really no point for healing. Just gonna get it out of my deck here. Very funny it does damage. Man. Unfortunately, Summoning Circle on the refreshes is... I guess it's decent. Is that the high? Okay, that actually might have been the highest damage we've gotten so far. He is getting 60% more crit damage. I'm going to just discard that, get the free refresh, go for the crit, because he is taking 60% more crit damage, thanks to Roundrel's starting relic. And finally, the time is here to upgrade some of the board. 4 per. Yeah, we're totally okay. There's no way we lose this. There's no way we lose this. It's taking 120% more crit damage. You know what? Getting the refreshes on the upgraded thing is actually pretty good. There we go. There we go. Transparency. I think that's really gonna be what allows us to win this game. Upgrading a bit more of this board. Oh! Summoning Circle into Matryoshka. Now I should have aimed it more to the left to get more of the upgrades there. But it's fine. It gets us the kill. It gets us the kill. We'll go ahead and upgrade Refresh Circle and finally upgrade Dagorb here. It's always Dagorb is always the neglected neglected orb in our builds. And we're fighting Sapper Sacker, which I don't think we've fought in a while, honestly. So I don't know. I feel pretty broken. I feel pretty confident, but caves can fuck you up. It really can. So we'll see. Like in the Bramble that we're getting here. But this is really where we're gonna feel not having relics the most. Because, you know, a lot of the class relics don't scale that great. Things like Baladroit, you know, even though they are going higher and higher, you know, the more bigger orb you get, or the bigger the amount of balls you have, and it technically scales it's not scaling that like great. Like I would say, you know, Baltazár is better early on than it is later on, you know? Spinvent Originality is just always consistently good. I think it's one of the best class relics. And Roundroll, if you have some relics, like if you somehow had some things that were allowing you to scale, like last episode, the status effects, or any of the other poison relics, it can be really, really good. But otherwise, you know, a lot of the status effects don't scale that well, except for... I didn't even get that crit. No, I did. There we go. Wow, that was a jump up in damage. But there are some things in Roundroll status effects that do scale pretty well, right? Like crit damage, you know? I feel like that's pretty consistent because it's a percent-based thing. Transferency, kind of same deal a little bit. Right? Like, if you yourself are getting stronger and stronger, having transferency is just going to always kind of be helpful. The problem is we're not inherently getting stronger and stronger. And I'm getting a little bit worried here. That's a big slime. That is a big boy slime. Big booty slime. Most of the healing is in relics. That's what hit me the hardest for that one achievement. Yeah, that's a good point. Now, that's why I'm happy that we have Bomb, even though I definitely have a love-hate relationship with Bomb. For sure. Ooh, I'm a little bit scared here, guys. I'm a little bit scared. At least we're on Crucible 0, so, you know what? Come on, Dag Orb. You're the best orb. No! You're supposed to be the best orb. How can I not hit a crit? I can't hit a crit for the life of me. I can't hit a crit for the life of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, Matryoshka will save the day. Matryoshka will save the day. Woo! Almost lost the run. Yeah, and we're fine. Okay. Because I do feel like in the All for One achievement, we would consistently go past Forest a lot of times, I think, because we'd be on Crucible 0. I don't care. I don't want any of these. But yeah, it was caves when you really start to feel it. I definitely don't want to fight any elites. That's for sure. There's no reason for us to fight an elite whatsoever. We're gonna aim for first slime here. Nice. Okay, we at least kill one slime. There's a little bit less of the buffs. Oh, okay. This is actually pretty cool. Here we go. Here we go. Bunch of bombs. I don't know. That was actually pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing. That's okay. Maybe. Probably not. Okay. Can I get a good Poltergeist here? Probably not also. But hey, we put status effects on everyone. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, guys. This is not good. Okay, bomb and some healing. Okay, Matryoshka. Up a little bit. Not really, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's just get some healing. That's so little healing, dude. It's so... Because I'm just... No! Okay. Okay. I'll take the big fat L. I'll take the big fat L. Okay. And because I want this so we're 71 and 35, no streak. Because I want this video to more just be a fun video instead of a instead of like a challenge video, we are going to buff ourselves up every time we lose. Because I kind of just want to have fun here. So what we're going to do here is we're still not going to allow ourselves to take relics. Where is it? Where's the Splatorb? Where is the Splatorb? Why can I never find things? I kind of wish there was like a search bar or something. There it is. We're going to have all of them start at level 2. And if we lose again, then they'll all start at level 3. And if God forbid I lose that one at that point, then I'll allow myself to take relics. Because I don't want to do a 5-hour Peglin video. That's not what I'm here for. So we're gonna start with level 2s. So maybe that gives us a little bit more money to, you know, mess around with. Then we're gonna start a run with Matryoshka. That would be a lot different. I'm sure we'll find a Matryoshka. That was probably one of the best things in our build. I think what we should do is focus more on upgrading. Because the upgrading / the Matryoshka was easily the best part of the build. And I think I didn't take any more upgrading, like specifically more Swoltorbs, because I wanted the spin vent originality to... Well, there we go. Never mind. Highway Orbery. I'll take a Highway Orbery and a Refresh Circle. Right, this is... You know, you can upgrade Highway Orbery an infinite amount of times. So that could be our win con here. That could be our win con. I think we got that. You know what? Time to grind, guarantee, seal of approval. There's no way we lose this. No way. Time to grind, guarantee, seal of approval. It's happening here today. Okay. I've never actually lost a game of Peglin. What is the highest you've ever upgraded? I feel like in the 20s. I don't remember exactly. But I feel like we've gotten it up to like the high 20s. Which if you guys don't know what that orb is, you can upgrade it an infinite amount of times. The only orb that you can do that. And it's pretty cool, especially in a run where we can't get relics. And so it's really good to just have a money sink. I don't actually remember the exact run that won us the all for one. But it was definitely, I think, something like Highway Orbery, probably. Or the orbs that just naturally scale up with the more money that you have. I do also really want Concentration. But I don't know. I'll take that. And then I probably don't need very much else. I don't know. If we're going to have Highway Orbery, we need to make Highway Orbery the star. And sometimes I kind of get in trouble with getting Highway Orbery, and then I keep finding all these things that I want. I think the only other thing I would take in this instance, because I don't think we want to do upgrading anymore. I don't think I care about that. I think we need to focus on the. I'm just gonna try to get money here. I think we want to just focus on Highway Orbery. So the only other orb I would take would be like an Ek orb or something like that. I feel like I don't take that orb often. How good is it? What? Highway Orbery or Concentration? If you're talking about Highway Orbery, we don't normally take it unless we're kind of doing a challenge run or if we have a lot of money and we want a good money sink. If you're talking about Concentration, this is hands down one of my favorite orbs in the entire game. It does an obnoxious amount of damage sometimes. It can help crit fish. It can do 1 million damage. It can help get refreshes if you're getting refresh screwed. So we already got it to level 3 here. It is straight up one of my favorite orbs in the entire game. Hands down. Shaking the tree gives us the egg. I'll take the egg. Yeah, I'll do some cool plays with it. I'll show you the true power of the Concentration. Really makes you feel like you're in the FaZe clan. Besides probably like all the... I'm not going to go there, never mind. There we go. Aimed for that bomb. So good. I'm so good at aiming. I'm so good at aiming. The best aimer the world's ever seen. Nope, we're just gonna upgrade things. Who are we fighting? We're fighting moles, so we're gonna go ahead and get sphere upgraded. And I'm gonna conserve my money. There's no reason to just, you know, because every time you upgrade things in the same combat, you know, it gets more and more expensive. I'm not allowed to take any other relics. And I don't trust the Dag Orb. We never hit crits. I'm gonna go for some bombs, though I don't need to do that as early because we have the little bit of Balladin ball work, you know. Does kind of help you not have to stress out too bad about getting like super early game damage and stuff like that. Okay, concentration. We're gonna aim for, I'll aim for this bat actually. Yeah, just having it pierce through everything is so nice. It does so much damage sometimes. Sometimes it's a dud, I'm not gonna lie, it's not always perfect. But like, I don't know, on certain maps and certain circumstances, you can get thousands of damage with the concentration. Sir K with the multi-ball would be good, but it, you know, once again, I need to not get too distracted. I think the next priority here is getting evasive maneuver, and then it's going to be getting the refresh orb level 3, so I can just discard it for a free refresh. Yeah, I definitely want to remove Highway Orbery. I'll just upgrade Dag Orb. That was going to be, I was probably never going to upgrade that and just prioritize Highway Orbery. So I suppose it's cool it gets an upgrade. Guess it's also good for hitting a stubborn refresh peg. Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons. I mean, I like Highway Orbery for a lot of reasons, but that is a core reason to use Highway Orbery for me, especially when you're on higher crucibles where there's only one refresh, because there's just such a good chance that you know, you're gonna get screwed and just not be able to hit a refresh. Yeah, I'll just go for that. It's gonna maybe dig out the other bomb. Once again, I got plenty of time. I don't need to stress out too bad. I mean, just look at that. That was crazy. You know, only 154, but for how early we are and for this board, you don't normally get a ton of damage on this board. It's good at hitting bombs. I only play on Crucible 20 because I hate myself. That's what we used to do. That's what we did for a while. We probably have 50 to 100 videos just straight on Crucible 20. And then we started doing, like, we would do a Crucible 20 vanilla, and then we would do some custom challenger class. So it's fun to bounce around. Ever since this update came out, we've kind of lowered it a little bit. When Act 4 comes out, I want to reset the whole Crucible wheels, and stuff like that. Okay, so upgrade refresh circle. And the only thing, well, no, I don't even have anything to remove because we don't have any pebbles or anything because this is a custom run. So, yeah, I could take the Swiltor, but once again, man, no, I do think, is Swiltorb the one last final thing I take? I could get rid of Dag Orb. It got upgraded. I'm gonna just not take it. I'm curious. I don't know. I feel like I should have Swiltorb because it was one of the better things. But if I'm gonna truly do Highway Orbery, we need a small deck, and I already got a big fat deck right now. So I don't know. I think I need to do this. And I don't know. It's hard for me to want to remove Dag Orb. Also, I should have discarded that. For real. Okay, here we go. Concentration. Watch this. Bam! 209! Hitting the mole. Love that. Love that. And also the fact that we're going to get paid to skip relics will be nice. I'm going to hold on to egg until we need it, you know. Though, even if we get the event, I don't think I would allow myself to turn it into the cake because that is a relic. Okay, upgrade refresh circle. I'll go ahead and upgrade Splatorb just one time here. Not allowed to take anything. We get the 50 gold, though. Just curious if you TTG seal of approval at the end of the runs, should they count? No, that's why I never really do that. I kind of just self-impose it. I don't really ever do that. That's why I try to like do it going into Act 3 or earlier, right? These last two runs, we've done it at the start of the run because I'm a dumbass, but yeah, I don't normally count though. There's no like, I mean, I'm just the one making the rules, but yeah, that's why I try not to. Because it kind of defeats the purpose. If I could just like farm them, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. There's got to be a little bit of difficulty or something, you know? So the one we did, I think last episode, that was more of a joke. But I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident here. We haven't upgraded Highway Orbery at all yet, but now we have. And I'm going to just start upgrading that once per. There's no reason for me to waste a bunch of money. And I truly think the only orb that I would probably take is an Ek Orb. We're also fighting walls, so definitely. Also, why did I throw this sphere? Oh my god, I'm going to take so much damage here. Ah! Holy shit! If I had just done a little bit more damage, I think it was 90. So if I had done like 46 more damage, we would have been Gucci. But now I have to start worrying about healthcare here too. If you have piercing, overflow, and transparency on an enemy, how is damage calculated? I don't know. I don't know. That is an interesting hypothetical, though. It's so funny, because you would think with the, like, 501 hours that I have in this game... Also, okay, duplicate. I think the only thing we duplicate here is refresh circle. And even then, I feel like that's a... Nope. Nope, I'm actually just not gonna do that. Excuse me. Same thing like Crab Champions. I have hundreds of hours in these games, and I don't know how the nitty-gritty of them all work. Could have duped the egg. True. I don't know if I... Yeah, that probably would have been the best thing to do. And just used one as healing right now or something. That probably would have made sense. Okay. Unfortunately, concentration here. We have to aim on these guys. Though getting transparency on that was pretty sick. And then discard for the free refresh. Which is why we love that, why we get it up to level 3. So 20% transparency. Not going to do too much, but it'll do a little bit. And we have sphere. Went for the crit. Come on, you can do more damage than that. I was expecting more damage. I was expecting more damage than that. I'm kind of missing that bomb. As much as I was making fun of it last episode, or last run, I mean. Well, and I guess the good thing here is I don't actually need to worry about my health because it doesn't matter in the wall fight. Some of the other things like the ballista, you got to worry about your health a lot more. In this situation, I actually don't care what my health is as long as I'm not dead before the boss. Because it's either you win or you lose that fight. There is no in between. I guess that's any fight, but you don't take damage. You just either die or you don't die. It's kill or be killed. Okay, we will use this. Just gonna hit the back line. Was hoping for a crit, didn't get it. Discard. And we've got some transferency on him. It is so interesting having all of the starting relics. This is a pretty fun challenge, I think. Because it is different than like we talked about earlier, than what we did last episode, a year ago, of combining all the Peglin classes. I sniped that crit. And, oh, okay, well, there's the Ek orb I said I would take. And here is, like, the only other orb I probably would take here. Potion Bolt, level 3. And then we're going to upgrade. Honestly, I'll blow it all on that. So, wow, that was, okay, that was a, we just spent a lot of money. But that was worth it, I think. What if, a campaign level comes up where you can't upgrade the orb. Oh, an ascension level? You can't upgrade the orbs at all? That would be hard. That would be hard. You know what? I don't know. I could like get rid of Splat Orb or something. I'm gonna... This is weird. I am going to now get rid of Dag Orb. We would take that one that is a purple spaghetti ball. If you're talking about the portal, yeah, we would take that. That's an infinite. Yeah, yeah. We would take that as well. Potion Bolt, my love. Yeah, Potion Bolt's great. This looks different. Is this a mimic? Nope. My eyes deceive me. I'll fight an elite just for money at this point. Because of the fact that we don't need health for the wall fight. Now, that fucking scares me, but whatever. Also, I don't think guaranteed 128 damage is worth it. Yeah, no. No. Just got some Belusion. And then... So this is our test. If we can actually handle the wall. Oh, I can't. I couldn't hit that. I should have just aimed for that other refresh. Rip. Oh, I'm being impatient. I normally like to try to have this stuff get up on that left side of the wall, which, you know, I'm glad we didn't get rid of Splat Orb, because honestly, the durable there is pretty helpful. I was hoping there'd be a crit on the bottom, but I don't think this is a good map for concentration. But even then, 264. I like concentration a lot. Me likey concentration. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Ah, not great. Which means the Ek Orb won't be great. Once again, being impatient for some reason. Nice. And now we're back to upgrading Highway Orbery. It is at level 5 here for us. Obviously, that'd be cool. That's what I was thinking about. Earlier, I was like wondering if they... I was trying to theory craft a custom class multi-ball relic, and I was like, I thought they added a multi-ball relic. And I guess they didn't. They just added a relic that supports multi-ball. I definitely want to do something like that in the future. For sure. For sure. Welcome, welcome, Cody. He's pegging it. Pegging it as always. And you know what? This is really going to not be great, but I actually think this is relatively okay because of the roundel starting. Just getting some status effects all up in there. Come on, 182. Nope. Well, then I'll just target you. And you know what? We're just going to aim for these bombs. And then refresh into Potion Bolt! I hate this board. I'm kind of indifferent with this board, but I could see why. Because the verticalness kind of messes some things up for sure. For sure. Okay. Highway Orbery is getting pretty swole here. Also, that was a dumb aim there. Didn't really matter, but... And Highway Orbery. We're going to level it up twice here to level 7. Get some more money. Once again, does not matter how damaged we are going into this fight. No, fight. Yeah, I'm not taking 3 pebbles there. Welcome, welcome, Tristan. Everybody else popping in. We're trying to win Peglin only using all the starting relic, you know, things. So this is attempt number 2. And we got a TTG guarantee seal of approval riding on this. We did last run too, but we don't talk about that run. Come on, 311, 311. Oh, never mind. It's fine. Because of the bombs. I didn't think about the bombs. And then in that case, finally getting to... I don't think we've had a good Ek Orb yet. Finally get to see the value of Ek Orb here. And the hope and the dream is that we get Ek Orb after our now level 9 Highway Orbery. But let's see. Let's see if we can make it. Oh, dude, starting off with Potion Ball is so hot. That is so hot. I don't know what this added. Is this the double damage? I think we got some double damage and Poison Slime and then Damage Reduction Slime, which doesn't really help us. But love all of that. Perfect for evasive maneuver, a little bit of damage, whatever. Here we're just hoping this is all going to be wasted damage. But we at least have Ek Orb after it, so that's cool. Forgot the electricity can chain lightning now. Oh, true, true, true. I forgot that too. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. That is interesting. Okay. I'm a little bit scared. Oh, that okay, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's really cool. I did forget about that. Maybe we should do a custom class build with Poison Lightning at some point. That feels like it could be pretty cool. I knew that wasn't going to hit the crit, and I still went for it. The animation is so neat. Yeah, it's very fun. Very fun. Okay, here we go. This is... Oh, I can't hit that crit easily. Whatever. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. 1,400! And that is why we like concentration. This one won't be as good. Still 400. Concentration is love. Concentration is life. On any map that has an insane amount of pegs, busted. Busted, busted. It has consistently... Like, there's been some orbs. I mean, we've done over, what, 300 Peglin episodes? Over 500 hours in Peglin. Made a lot of Peglin content. And there's some orbs that we've learned to love over time. I didn't originally used to super love Rub Orb. Then I learned to appreciate it for the single target damage goodness that it is. Balm, sometimes, you know, sometimes we realize it's if you need healing and you don't have anything, you need to take Balm. There's some orbs that I've learned to love, but Concentration is an orb that I have loved from the beginning. I have never not loved Concentration. Okay. I'm going to start off with Potion Ball here. For sure. Not that great, but okay. I think the biggest thing we want the status effects to be is transparency at this point, which that was, but... He died, so it didn't really matter. This is guaranteed 110. Rubber is so bouncy, it's fun to watch. Yeah. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. There we go. I should have been aiming at the Okay, hitting Bramble on that was actually pretty good. Because I was going to say I really wanted the mushroom. Okay, here we go. This is exactly what we wanted. 243 easily. Then we Eck-Orb that 243, guaranteeing 243 to everyone. Also, we're fighting Sapper Sacker. We didn't get to actually fight Sapper Sacker last time because we died before that point. Hopefully... I was hoping for the crit. Hopefully we can get it done here today. So what is the orange slime again? It's not double damage, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe it's just hard for me to notice. And Highway Orbery is now level 13. Love being able to infinitely scale that up. I think orange is double damage. I just think it was a little bit hard to notice in that instance. Yes. I aimed correctly. Come on, 500, 500, 500. No! Oh, yeah, I forgot. So Baladroit, right, is scaling either with the number of orbs we have or the biggest power orb. Well, guess what? We're actually finding a way to scale it really well here because of Highway Orbery being so broken and OP right now. Love this. Now, actually, to be fair, this isn't as good because we don't get to actually take the rare relic because of the challenge that we're doing. But whatever, it's some time to get some gold. We like some gold. For sure. For sure. Geometry Arena videos. Those are fun. That's a fun game. I haven't thought or heard about that game in a while, honestly. I think we did a couple episodes on Geometry Arena too. It's just so fun to dunk on an Act 1 boss in Act 3 no matter what. Yeah, absolutely. So now we got a level 16, level 17. Would love so many of those relics, unfortunately. It's not meant to be. It is not meant to be. And I'll look at what I'm never going to get. No! We must say no to my relic, but it's nice seeing you, as always. As always, it's nice seeing you. We're not allowed to take it. If I wasn't on a TTG guarantee seal of approval, I might have taken it just for the fun. But also, concentration into Eck-Orb is always great. Always great. Boom! This isn't gonna pierce both. But we have bombs, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I think we can get it done here. Highway Orbery is at level 18, level 19. Probably spending a little bit too much of my money right now. Probably need to start going back to just per one. Per leaf getting left out. And we still have our egg. I have my emotional support egg. I know I reference It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia all the time, and I know only like 0.5% of my audience gets the references. I will never stop referencing it though, because all I can think about is Frank, Danny DeVito, being like, "Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?" or something. I don't even remember if I'm quoting it correctly. But I don't know. I actively watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia almost every day of my life at this point. So yeah, can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Does the egg shatter on slimes? It does not. It does not. Which is some cool interactions. The egg is really, really good against the red slime boss because you can have it just slime. You can have it just hit all of the outside on the slime's beautiful curves. That's always cool. Dude, Highway Orbery into Eck-Orb is so hot. Yeah, these guys got 777 HP. Not anymore because they're dead. And we're at level 20. And I'll hold on to my money a bit more. I'm so glad the portals just transport you now. They used to not. Is this a mimic? Why do I keep feeling like they're mimics? I don't know why. Looks like I'm, regardless, going to have to fight an elite. So I'm just going to go for money at this point. Still waiting for the egg hatching update. Dude, that would be sick if there was like a new summoning class. Like people always ask, like I've had people ask me several times of like, what class would I really enjoy them to add? Ooh, I'll take 10 damage for 69 gold. And it's 100% like a summoner class of some sort. So that would be cool if that's how you do it. Like some secret with the egg or something. There's like an event you get with the egg or something to unlock the new class. And I don't know. I think we're fine with everything that we have. Would rather just use that to upgrade Highway Orbery more. And we are going to have to fight an elite, which is very scary. But we do get a Highway Orbery into an Eck Orb. There'll be more people to kill, though. It's the new class, the Chef. That'd be cool. That would be cool, too. A Chef class would be really cool, too. Durable pegs and the portal's not transporting you. It's so frustrating sometimes. Yeah, it was very annoying before that change. I'm very happy. That got changed like 2 or 3 updates ago. Now this is probably gonna hit a lot of red bombs. I'm hoping for some healing in there, but didn't seem to be in the cards here. So we're gonna go from, no, I have shield, so the red bombs don't matter. I will heal. And we're gonna upgrade Highway Orbery to level 21, level 22, level 23 for me. Okay. Now let's go fuck this elite up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who we fighting? Upside Down Man. That scares me. I'm not gonna lie. Upside Down Man at this point scares me here because we don't have a ton of pegs. Ooh, that actually scares the shit out of me. And I discarded the wrong thing there. What did I just discard? What the Oh, I discarded egg. That's what it was. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Never mind, dude. I'm cracked. 43. And I have 52. I have 52 shield. So maybe that'll save us here. Discarded egg. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And we don't have any damage, so Eck Orb doesn't make sense here. There we go. Dude, our Highway Orbery is cracked. That's why it's so hyped to get these in these types of runs, right? Highway Orbery is level 24. Highway Orbery is level 25. I think we got this, guys. I think we got this, hopefully. We don't have good sustain besides the egg. And if we get lucky with Potion Bolt spawning bomb. That's the other hype, or hope. I think I need to do this more. We've lost so many runs. Rest in peace on that Lich episode. For those of you guys that know, you know what I'm talking about. Highway Orbery is more cracked than that egg probably is by now. Yeah, starting with this much ball work. That's the thing. The Highway Orbery with the ball work thing is so good. So here we go. Highway Orbery is going to end up at a level 26, which I think is some of the highest we've ever really gotten. And let's get to it. Let's get to it. Unfortunately, Potion Bolt here. I shouldn't have actually used that. Oh. That is the most depressing Potion Bolt I have ever used in the history of this whole series. That right there is without a doubt the worst potion ball I've ever had. Now, I kind of knew that was going to happen because the squares are not pegs. I kind of knew as soon as I threw that was what was going to happen. But I mean, you know, sucks to suck. What can you do besides, you know, accept it? Sometimes you just have to accept the fact that you're a loser, you know? That's what I got to do right there. That's fine. I'm still going to fuck this guy up. He doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. He thought he was okay because the highway orbery didn't hit him too bad. But just you wait. We're slowly blinding him here too. Once we dig out the whole map and we bring out highway orbery again, it's over. It's so Jover after this reload. The only worrisome thing is the amount of minions, but that's okay. We got some red bombs and bombs to somewhat deal with it. And I still have 31 bulwark. W toss. We need a sadistic nature relic for the round roll. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, there we go. I was like, how did I miss that refresh? Okay, I'm glad we hit that red bomb because otherwise I don't know if this is even going to hit the guy. I don't even think it's still going to. There we go. Boom! I'm going to concentration. Dude, concentration is so hot. And then I got a 300 damage Ek Orb here thanks to concentration. Ek Orb works very well, not only with highway orbery, but obviously any big damage relic, whether it's rub orb, concentration. But he's dead. We did it. We did it. All it took was us, I guess, mainly highway orbery, and then starting with level 2. So we got it on our second try. So, you know, we at least brought this back. So we got one TTG guarantee seal of approval and one loss. We're back on a streak of 1, 72 to 35. It's crazy because the year's about to end. So we're gonna reset that back, you know, in 2026. But man, dude, that was fun. Very, very fun to use all of the different starting relics and stuff like that in the game. Had a lot of fun, and it was fun, even though it was a similar thing to what we did a year ago. 1, the game has changed so much since then, and 2, we kind of did a little bit of a different thing. So that was fun. That was fun. And there we go. So man, you know, it was fun to kind of revisit this challenge a little bit. Obviously, like we talked about, you know, we did that one video about a year ago. So check that out. It's called something like, you know, what happens if you combine all the Peglin classes into one or something like that. And so very, very fun runs, you know, this time. And so, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell like all the big boy YouTubers say, to be notified when more Peglin videos come out. When there are some, they'll be on the screen right next to me. And if you guys are going to be grinding out some Peglin on your own, then I wish you guys luck, and I'll see you all next time.